Hey, kia ora whanau, you're here with me, the maoriwargamer, and today we'll be playing a Warhammer 40K battle report. Chur. Alright, welcome whanau to the mission 3 in the Crimson Slaughter Drukhari campaign on the planet of Eos. Here after the victory of the Crimson Slaughter, they've got what they came for on the planet. They're getting ready to leave. Lord Cranon defeated the Archon of the Blackwing in the last mission, seizing the relic and their objective. And one of the members of the Crimson Slaughter was rewarded with demon princehood. They've ascended beyond their mortal form to become the mighty demon prince. Now, as these forces were preparing their exit from the planet of Eos before the Imperium forces arrived, they hear the sounds of the Dark Elder of the Drukhari as an invasion force, a Drukhari raiding force, built up of 3 patrol detachments, start sweeping in just as they're preparing to leave, arriving in strength on the planet. The Archon, who survived his wounds from Cranon, thanks to the homunculus, is back and ready for revenge. He wants nothing more now but to kill the Crimson Slaughter, and that's what he's going to do. So we've got the armies gathered up and deployed. We've got the tactical cards, the open war mission cards, to determine what's happening. So we've got this weird triangle deployment. Looks like the alternate New Zealand flag, the red peak flag. So there we go. We've got the big triangle there, 2 triangles over there. Here's our mission, invasion. So we set up an objective each, and you win if you hold both objectives at the end of the enemy's turn. So we've got one here and one just behind that furnace. And then the twist, we've got Acid Rain, which provides -1 to hit and -1 to advances. So that's going to make things a bit spicier, a bit more entertaining, as well as the new, brand spanking new Codex Drukhari. Lots of cool stuff. We're still learning on what's up, what's what. So this is just a test of practice. Feel free to drop any comments or stuff like that if we're doing it wrong. But yeah, man, so good. All the good fluff in there, all that good action, and like where's the painted stuff? Like cool examples. Might end up repainting the armies, eh? Get some good looking stuff. But yeah, that's that. So we're going to be playing with some stuff from there. Here's our forces all assembled, and we're ready to rock and roll for the final mission of this of the Drukhari Crimson Slaughter campaign. Will it be a clean sweep for the Chaos Space Marines, or will the Xenos forces find their revenge and get the points on the table? I forgot to mention as well, opponent has drawn this Ruse and Sudden Death cards to mix things up, because the forces you see here of the Drukhari, it's like 73 power level according to the index, and it's dropped down to like 53, 55, 53 power level in the codex. So significant drop. So they are going up against a 73 power level Crimson Chaos Space Marine force with 20 power level lower. So they've got the Sudden Death to hopefully spin things in their favour. We'll see how it all goes as we go into the first turn. But before we do that, we'll take a closer look at the armies that we'll be playing with today. Leading the Crimson Slaughter, we have a Vanguard detachment led by the newly ascended Demon Prince. He's got 2 Malefic claws and wings, and a Terminator Lord with a Combi Melter and a Power Axe. A 10-man squad of Chaos Space Marines with Heavy Bolter, Plasma Gun, sergeant with a bolt pistol and a power sword. 5-man Chaos Terminator squad with an auto cannon, combi melter, combi flamer, and a sergeant with a power maul. 9 possessed with horrifying mutations. A Hellbrute with a multi-melter and a Hellbrute power fist with a Stormbolter attack. 5-man Raptor squad with a melter gun and a sergeant with twin lightning claws. Forged Fiend with 2 Hades autocannons and a Chaos Rhino with a Havoc missile launcher. We have a patrol detachment led by an Archon with a splinter pistol and a husk blade. We've got a 10-man Cabalite squad with Dark Lance and a Shredder, and a 5-man Cabalite squad with a Shredder. Got a 5-man Scourge squad here with a variety of weapons, and a Raider with a Dark Lance and Blade Veins. This group all falls under the cabal of the Obsidian Rose and gets a range characteristic of all assault, rapid fire, and heavy weapons increased by 6 inches. A second patrol detachment led by a Succubus with an Agonizer and an Archite Glaive. A 5-man Cabalite squad with a heavy weapon of some sort. Got a 6-man Reaver Bike squad. 5 Hellions with Wraith Glaives. And a Venom with twin splinter rifle, a splinter cannon, and blade veins. Another patrol detachment, but if correct me if I'm wrong, because I've got these Cabalite warriors here, they don't get the a witch cult obsession. So these are just a patrol detachment with no cool bonuses. And lastly, another patrol detachment led by, this is Lamian. We just proxied her as a Succubus with an Archite Glaive and the other weapon. We've got a 5-man Rack squad with homunculus tools and a liquefying gun. Another 5 Hellions with the Wraith Glaives, and 3 more Reaver jet bikes. So again, no cohesive units, all from the same thing. So no special bonuses. It's something we're going to work on. And yeah, so all 3 of those patrol detachments make up a Drukhari raiding force, starting us off with 7 command points. If I'm correct, feel free to comment correct us as below, but we'll go get into the mission, go into turn 1. Alright, so turn 1, Drukhari, end of movement phase, racing forward these agile elite units in this rapid raiding ambush like pirate force, like all racing into this fortified Chaos Space Marine set. Oh, we even got 5 sneaky Hellions sliding through this way, out of line of sight they think. Reavers here. Oh, even Archon stepped down. So no one's securing that objective there. It's up for the taking. Could be a quick game there, Farno. As the Chaos Space Marines seek to hold the line under the rage of the ancient Drukhari race. See how they go with shooting phase with the acid rain in effect, -1 to hit. Let's go rock and roll it. Does that affect? Alright, fine, so new codex, new rules. My opponent thinks we've been playing with the Drukhari. This will be the 6th game that we've had with Drukhari on the channel. And now these Reaver jet bikes that are normally equipped with splinter rifles are now suddenly equipped with a heat lance because he's read about it. So, hey, mate, you're preaching to the choir there. So apparently we've got some magical heat lances here, some magical, they're like melter guns. Yeah, so we're going to see some shenanigans here. Thanks to some dirty tactics. We'll roll into that, see what they're going to do. Right, fine, it's the end of Drukhari. Dark Elder turn 1. Took off some heavy wounds off the Forged Fiend, landing a couple of sneaky shots on him. He's down to 8 wounds remaining. Still in his first weapon profile, thankfully. So he's still going to be able to unleash hell. These guys didn't get any hits. The Rhino lost 5 wounds, thanks to some sneaky shots from these guys. Yeah. Apparently they can see him, but yeah, hey. These guys are advanced. Everyone's moving around. We've got this card in effect, the ruse for my opponent. So they all automatically pass morale test. So don't have to worry about anything happening there. Here's their objective, unsecured. So if I play my cards right, I could actually steal in, swoop in, steal it. Hey, I can just deep strike into there. Shit. We'll come back to you. Things are going to get spicy as we go into turn 1 of Crimson Slaughter. Alright, whanau, so end of Crimson Slaughter for movement phase on turn 1. The Chaos Space Marines here just moving around, shuffling around to keep this objective. We've got the, the troops choices get the priority on objective holding. And I know he's got his radar up there with 10 Cabalites to drop down, so I'm going to make sure that is secured. We've got the Forge Fiend going to keep anyone off this flank. Hellbrute has rocked up forward with his big multi-melter. He's going to wipe this, wipe these guys off the face of the planet. Raptors have dropped down. There's the objective marker, as have the Terminators and the Terminator Lord. Drop down here. We're going to secure the objective. We're going to clear off the forces surrounding the objective, and then bring some troops in to hold it. And even the mighty Demon Prince, the newly ascended Lord of the Crimson Slaughter, has dropped down, flown in on his mighty wings to chop these guys up. We're going to see some beautiful action coming here in the shooting phase as the leadership is surrounded on all sides. Is it the 5-man Cabalites in this Venom?
No, it's the Rax.
Rax, alright, easy. Easy kills. We will get back to you, whanau, with some beautiful results of the shooting phase. Alright, shooting phase, the Crimson Slaughter. We've got the Forge Fiend taking all that fire in the first turn from the Dark Elder. He's angry. He triggers his Demon Forge. Flames spew out of his exhaust pipes. Destroy. Even their saves cannot save them. The Hades autocannons. Boom, 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 boom. Exterminate. I'll be back. Yeah, baby. Mortis Metallicus, the veteran Hellbrute of the Crimson Slaughter, unleashes a volcanic blast of multi-melter. This whatever that is, like volcano lava gun. And again, completely vaporizes the Drukhari Reaver bike. Alright, whanau, and the Crimson Slaughter, the Chaos Space Marine action is full blast. We've had Mr. Mortis Metallicus take out a Reaver jet bike, a whole squad of 3 jet bikes taken out by the mighty, the demonic Forge Fiend. Yeah, baby, he's worth his money. These guys took out a Cabalite warrior there, not too bad, happy with that. These guys took out one of the Hellions, did nothing. These guys took the Succubus down to 1 wound remaining, and we're getting ready for some charges. So we shall come back to you, whanau, with some charges. We've got this, we got that, we got a bit of that, and a bit of that. Yeah, baby. New codex, Drukhari codex, bringing you the entertainment, the maoriwargamer and associates, bringing you the non-stop gaming action. Just turn in for some charges, and we'll wrap up the end of turn 1. Alright, whanau, the party is about to start, and you're all invited to this one. We've got Hellbrute v Hellions. We've got Rhino v Venom. We've got multi-charge action, Terminator Lord and the Terminators versus Archon and Succubus. We've got Demon Prince, the newly ascended, on 3 Grievous. It is all going off. The power level disparity is evident. So yeah, it's a shocking one. We've got the sudden death card. Hopefully that is going to play out in some type of way. But yeah, steamrolled. And imagine, like, if we didn't pick up the codex, this would have been a balanced game. And my thoughts of the whole thing is they've been heavily outclassed by the Chaos Space Marines. So yeah, very interesting, very spicy. We're going to need to do some buffering of this army before we'll mix them up with their Eldar friends for the next time we see them on the channel. But yeah, we'll get into we'll wrap up the assault action. The mighty Demon Prince of Khorne, the champion of the Crimson Slaughter, rolls in with 8 attacks, 4 base, +3 for 2 malefic talons or claws, and then +1 for being a Prince of Khorne. Absolutely carves up, landing 8 hits and 8 wounds that the grievous could not save. So just boom, another squad of bikes absolutely demolished by the Chaos Space Marines. One gone to the Forge Fiend, one gone to the Demon Prince, who makes us an astonishing debut on the channel. Let's take a time. Need to pad out this episode because it's going to be a quick one. Yeah, I was aiming for a Dark Elder victory. I always want to make it fun, but unfortunately, it's not going to look like the case. We'll come back to you as we go into this combat now. Alright, whanau, and we'll survey the ruins, the battlefield on this city of Eos, amidst the end of this slaughter of these Chaos Space Marines, appropriately named the Crimson Slaughter. Succubus there died. Archon fought back and managed to kill a Terminator. Slaughtered there. These guys are better to just jet off the board and fly back into the webway. Man, the forces are thin. We can only pray that. Yeah, man. I wanted a balance. I wanted the Dark Elder to get a point. I have a love for the Xenos. They've got a sudden death card. Don't know what that can be. Hopefully they can turn it around. But look, next turn, these guys are rocking for the objective here. We've got that one locked and loaded. It's going to be a game over unless they can pull something out. So we shall see, whanau. We shall see. We'll come back to you with Dark Elder Drukhari on turn 2. Alright, whanau, so we've got unleashing another stratagem from the beautiful new codex, Screaming Jets. You get to deep strike a vehicle with the people loaded in on it for 1 command point. Man, that's a game changer, that one. So he's dropped in his Raider with his 10 Cabalite Warriors on it, on top of the objective. Man, imagine that though, like for a command point, you can get like 3 Raiders loaded up and just deployed anywhere on the field, and then move them around. It's like, yeah. Then there's the Cabal that you have, like people with fly get like +2 attack or something like that. Madness, or plus speed. The Hellions, Reavers, Venom all moved over this way. Archon's still locked in combat. Man, he's the mad dog Archon, eh? That's why he is the leader. He's always going in for the big rumbles. Might have a showdown with the Demon Prince if we can get to it. These Hellions zip forward. Scourges down there deployed. And that is the battlefield at the moment. All the action and adventure on the way. We're going to go see some shooting phases and get back to you. Chur to the Chur. Alright, so we're in the middle of the shooting phase for the Drukhari on turn 2. We've got this Raider here.
Oh, here we go.
He can, he's shooting with his Dark Lance into that. I guess it's a flying vehicle, so it might be flying up in the sky. But, you know, you be the judge. We did the roll off as we always do when we've got rules queries. This little battering ram part can see, so apparently that's right. And he landed the hit, landed the wound, dealt D6. I rolled a 6 for D6 damage on this 5 wounds. So I'm going to see if it blows up. doesn't blow up. And we've got the 9 guys in there to disembark. We'll see if there's any wounds. We've got 9 possessed in there, disembarking on 1. Any ones, they are dead. Oh, that is Chris. Chris, maoriwargamer, the Chaos Gods are with me, and I am with them. Yes, praise be. Praise be. Oh, that's a bit blasphemous. Alright, so end of the shooting phase for the Drukhari on turn 2. They're rallying their numbers, they're trying to hold off and achieve some sort of victory. Don't know what those guys are up to, but it's very disconcerting. That's a good word. Did you like it? Did you like that word there, whanau? The Hellbrute suffered 4 damage from a shot there, the Dark Lance, and he's going to trigger his crazed result on 6. He's going to make an automatic shooting attack. Come on, baby. Nope. Alright, so we'll go to charges and wrap up the turn. Alright, another party happening here on the planet of Eos. Succubus and 4 Cabalites and for some rumbles. Raptors about to get rumbled out to death. Possessed, they're safe. And Hellions charge into them, so we're going to get into some combats for you. Alright, finally, so end of the Dark Drukhari turn 2. Brought the Hellbrute down to 2 wounds remaining. We've got these guys are still locked in combat, didn't do anything. We wiped out 4 of the Hellions. They did no action. And yeah, we're wrapping up, going into turn 2 for the Crimson Slaughter. Right, whanau, and that is end of the movement phase on turn 2 for the Crimson Slaughter Chaos Space Marines. Forge Fiends moved in to keep an eye on this road. I'm going to blast these guys to hell. Hellbrute had to fall back out of combat. He's down to 2 wounds. Someone took that dice off. Sneaky tactics. He's ready with the last command point to Demon Forge straight into there. Everything else is pretty much locked in combat. These guys holding down their objective. They'll probably thin out the Cabalites over there. Demon Prince, Battle of the Wings, took to the skies, flew down. He's going to get another score of hits under his belt, and combat's still ongoing there. So, going to go into the action, into the shooting phase. Alright, whanau, so the shooting phase, that'll be the end of the shooting phase. Chaos Space Marines up here took down the last 4 Cabalites down here, clearing the road. And now the mighty Forge Fiend's advancing forward. Steam jets of demonic energy blast out of his exhaust again as it activates his Demon Forge. Succubus here, we'll put her in the middle of the road, just for cinematic purposes. Oh, mighty. Those guns start whirring. Succubus in the middle of the road. Can she survive? Demon Forge, 8 shots. Yeah, that's 8. Hitting on 5s because we moved. Re-rolling all failed hits. Alright, so 3 hits. And wounding on 2s. Bull, bull, bull. 3 wounds, AP -1. 3 4-ups for the Succubus. Oh my gallis. 6 ups. Get made 1. So that is 2 wounds going through, and just forgot how much it does. Is it D3 or D2? I think it is.
D nothing. It's just nothing.
It's 2 damage a piece, so that's 4 damages.
Yeah.
1 wound remaining.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
That's good.
All right, and Slaughter is well abound at the moment there, whanau. Combat's here. Mighty Demon Prince didn't quite finish off the Scourges, but they also didn't manage to land a hit. Succubus is still alive with 1 drop of health left. We landed 3 wounds onto the Venom. Raider's still there. We killed the Archon. Hellion is still alive. And yeah, that's it. That is madness on this Imperial planet. I'm gonna go see. Yeah, they're gonna be tabled soon. Hey, I'm feeling happy to have another victory, but I'm also feeling very sad that, you know, we didn't get to see the full capabilities. And I must apologise as well. You know, we didn't have a full strength army. The codex took us by surprise. But yeah, it was, points reductions were needed because it shows how weak they were. Right? This couldn't last. They got speed, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we're going to finish off the game. We're going to go into turn 3, see what pretty much everyone's locked in combat, so it's going to be a short one. We'll see how we go. Alright, so end of the movement phase for the Dark Eldar. All that could really move is the Raider. It didn't disembark the guys there. Yeah, alright. You also give me an easy game. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Everything else is still locked in combat. Come back with the shooting. Right, and end of shooting phase for the Dark Eldar Drukhari on turn 2. Shot into this Hellbrute and killed it. Didn't blow up though. Alright, so end of the Drukhari on turn 3. Demon Prince wiped out the rest of the Scourges. It's just a lot of wiping out of Xenos here on the game today. They took out a Possessed, took out a Raptor. That guy died. Pretty much. The Venom was destroyed, and one of the Racks died getting out of it. And yeah, that is the state of the battlefield as we go into Crimson Slaughter on turn 3. Yeah, and we're just going to blow that to bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, like 9 guys left on the field. It's going to be easy killing, easy pickings. We'll go into Crimson Slaughter on turn 3. Alright, fine, so the sneaky tactics from my opponent as we go into Crimson Slaughter turn 3. He's played this card, Sudden Death card. Remember I gave it to him at the start. Drive them out. Perhaps you defend the crucial supply line and evacuation zone or the gates of a mighty fortress. Whatever the case, the enemy need not be destroyed, but merely held back in order to secure victory. Well, if you say so. Starting from the 3rd battle round, play this card at the end of your turn if there are no enemy models in your deployment zone. Which was that? If you remember that funky triangle one, so nothing here. And nothing there. I mean, why would you even want to be in your opponent's deployment zone? Like, the sword is happening in the center. So, so what, you win. He wins. Alright, well, hey, that was why I gave him this card anyway. Balance things out, but, you know, you gotta, you know, I'll be gracious in defeat and say, you know, very lucky. I was very scared. I don't think I could have won with 7 Possessed, 4 Terminators and a Terminator Lord, full health Demon Prince, a full, yeah, that'll be back to full health Forge Fiend. Yes, it's very frightening. I'm very glad. I've got to summarize it. Hold up. Alright, fine. So, the 3rd battle on the Imperial city of Eos, located in the Ithaca system, ends in a Dark Eldar victory, thanks to some cunning planning, some cunning foresight by the Archon of this Cabal, of this Drukhari raiding force. He had deployed in his deployment zones a special weapon that would detonate and wipe out the Crimson Slaughter forces, if only they could hold off long enough. So those weapons deployed at the start of the battle ended up going off and just creating a devastating force that swept over and wiped out the remaining Crimson Slaughter forces that you see here, except for the Demon Prince. He flew away, thankfully. But yeah, incredible. The blood was high, the anger and the rage of the Crimson Slaughter was in full force, and they were on the cusp of victory, ready to save a final defeat of the Drukhari. But yes, the Archon's brilliant strategy and planning saw them win out the day, saw him drive them out in that sudden death battle. So yeah, that's the end of that one. That's the end of this campaign there, whanau, Drukhari, Crimson Slaughter. Campaign number 5 from me, as we're growing the channel, growing everything. Sitting on 78 subscribers at the moment, which is greatly appreciated. Likes coming through regularly. We're getting a few comments from other channels, and it's always good to it's good bit of gratification. You know, it shows our efforts aren't for nothing. Even though, you know, we just do it for ourselves, we like to have fun. But glad to share that stuff with you and see that it's taken off. Next up, what do we have for you? We have the Death Guard versus the Genestealer cults. Everyone seems to love the Xenos armies and Genestealer cults. We've got a whole bunch of new additions there that you'll be excited to see. So tune in for that one. We'll be playing on the Agri World of Omia Prime, the Blasted Hello Heart board that you've seen. So it's a bit of a foresty look as we see, you know, the Death Guard looking to poison the Agri World, looking to bring that one down. And the Genestealer cults are going to rise up and have something to say on that, because Omia Prime, all its production will be halted, which will halt the infection of the Genestealers. So they're going to rise up against the Death Guard when they arrive, and we're going to see some exciting entertainment here. But yeah, that's it from us. We've got more stuff on the way. There's another guy also in the comments who mentioned we should do add a fire prism to the army. So we'll take that on board, and you'll expect to see that on the 7th campaign when the Eldar return. And yeah, just drop some comments. Say, you know, if we've got the money, if we've got the time, we're happy to look to view a recommendation on new units to add that variety. We've got new units on the way for the Death Guard as well, in the form of Chaos Spawn that's planned. But yeah, just drop comments, and we'll take that feedback on board. If there's any rules errors with the new Drukhari codex, you know, just suck it up. It happens. We're still learning it. I only got it like 2 days ago, so but yeah, we're liking it so far. Need to expand the forces, or make the Eldar Alliance again. Bring that all back together to power up the forces. So yeah, thanks for watching, whanau. I hope you enjoyed another battle report, another series. We're loving it. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll put a little pop-up video to link to another battle report if you want to watch it from the older campaigns. I am the maoriwargamer. Thanks for watching. Ka kite. Anō.